Let's learn about card types and build a deck. Hail Sorcerers, Rude here, and welcome back to the archives for another Learn to Play video. Thank you so much for joining us today, where we will be discussing learning about card types and how to build a deck. Thanks again for joining. Let's get into it.
The content of today's video represents pages 3 and 5 through 10 in the Sorcery Contested Realm rulebook. A sorcery deck is split into 3 main parts. The Avatar, each deck will contain 1. The Atlas deck, containing a minimum of 30 cards, and the Spellbook deck, containing a minimum of 50 cards. The Spellbook cards are easy to note, as they are portrait orientation. The Atlas deck is landscape orientation. The Avatar cards are clearly identifiable from the text line. There's a name, starting life, and power. Each avatar will have a number of abilities, some requiring tap to play, others passive in nature. In addition to avatar cards, mana is generated via site cards. The name, rarity, and the type of threshold, as well as any genesis or other abilities. Spells are separated into 4 general categories. Minions, which are easily identifiable based off of the presence of power. Magics, and auras. Magics and auras are easily distinguished based off of the keywords contained in their text line. Each card will contain a casting cost, threshold cost, and contain a text box with keywords and abilities. Power is the total amount of life and the total damage that each minion deals. It's easy to distinguish the effects of sites. Each site typically provides 1 mana, which may be elementless or contain a specific element based on the card type. In this case, we note that there is an earth and a water element generating the mana here. Artifacts can be broken down into 5 separate categories: weapons, armor, relics, monuments, and automatons. Weapons and armor, as identified based on the keywords, are cast directly to one of your units or atop one of your sites to be picked up by a unit later on. Relics may be conjured the same way to one of your units or to an enemy unit in the case of the Iron Shackles. They may also be placed and conjured atop a site that you control. Monuments typically are cast to sites that you control, and automatons are thresholdless minions, as denoted by the power. The rarity of any one card may be identified in the text box description: ordinary, ordinary, elite. Sorcery deck construction also requires that we consider the rarities of our cards. Each deck may only include 1 copy of any one unique, 2 copies of any elite, 3 copies of any exceptional, or 4 copies of any ordinary. The rarity rules apply to both the Spellbook and the Atlas. Finally, Eric Curiosa has provided a number of different tokens, which include minions, status tokens, and can be found in the box toppers on all of your booster boxes. Thanks so much for joining today. I really hope you enjoyed this rules overview. If you've liked this video, please feel free to like and then share it with a friend who might be trying to learn the game as well. If you're interested in being notified, hit that button, and we would always love if you could subscribe to see when future videos might be uploaded and going live. I really want to thank you for taking the time and look forward to seeing you in the Contested Realms. Please make sure to keep an eye on the channel to watch all the upcoming other rules videos that will be released soon.